Hey friends, welcome back to Good Dira, and today I want to share with you mom and teenagers. The reason why I picked mom and teenagers because I have seen there's a lot of topics about mom and babies, mom and newborns, mom and toddlers, but I haven't really seen mom and teenagers, and I feel that is very important. I believe those are one of our learning years because we're kind of learning from them and they're learning from us. I want to talk about when they were babies. Of course, I was more of a mom. How you're nurturing them, taking care of them, making sure they're safe, making sure they're fine. But as the years pass by and now they're in junior high school, you could get stuck into that mom mode and they could probably be needing more of a friend. So that's a mistake that I made. And why I say it's a mistake because I was leaning more towards as a friend, thinking that would make our relationship a little bit better. But that wasn't the case because they were starting to see me more as a friend and not as a mom. And I noticed, okay, this is not working out. This is not how I want to educate my kids. So I think I need to make a change. And I did. I sat down and I analyzed things. And I'm like, okay, well, I was a mom. Those baby years passed. And I'm trying to be their friend. And that's not going well. Let me try a combination of both, which is going to be a little bit crazy at the beginning because I'm not going to know, like, okay, when I have to put my mom hat on. All right, now I have to pretend I'm like their friend and not react like a mom, react like a friend. So that was a little bit crazy at the beginning. But as time went by, it's easier for you to know, okay, well, this is mom mode. Okay, no, well, I could be friend mode here. And then they start getting adjusted to how things were going. So when they were transitioning from junior high school to high school, that's when I did a combination of the mom mode and the friend mode. Many times they will come home and they would, I believe every child does this, where they compare you to other children's mom and say, well, Sally's mom doesn't do this, or Sally's mom lets her go out anytime. But you need to be open with them and say, okay, well, Sally's mom may do it like that under her house, but this is how we do it here, and I would like you to respect the rules of this house. Don't, I would suggest not to be like Sally's mom because you're worried that they might stop loving you. They're not going to stop loving you. And I know that's one of our fears at the beginning. Trust me, they're not. You need to, at the same time, put your foot down and lay down your rules from the beginning so that when they get to junior high school and high school, it's easier for them to adapt to them and know, okay, this is how it's done in the house and this is what it is. If you don't do that from the beginning, it's going to be so much harder to try to mold them, change rules, because they've been used to, I want to say, the mom mode, where you're saying yes to everything and trying to pamper them and trying to spoil them. And for me, from my experience, I'm not saying you have to do it like this. That's why I'm putting it out there. For me, that didn't work out. And like I said, I was exposed to, being a mom 100%, and that didn't work out. Being a friend 100%, that didn't work out. For me, my combination is being a friend 50%, being a mom 50%. And now they're all grown. My youngest is 16, she's 18, and my oldest is 21. And time flies by, parents, moms. Time flies by. You might say, oh, he's just born. I have 18 years to go. Believe me, it goes at a blink of an eye. I mean, my oldest is now 21, gonna be 22 pretty soon. He's out in a different state on his own, where we originally came from, New Jersey. And also my daughter is on her own at 18, which is something that they wanted. They wanted their independency, which is great. And I'm not, as a mom, that was a hard choice because I kind of wanted to hold on to them more, like share with them more things about life, but that's a perfect example where you decide, okay, do I play mom mode? Do I keep them under my wing? Do I keep them under my house and, always try to protect them? Or do I know they have their flies? I know they're ready to, expand their wings. They want to experience life. And that's where I had to put, half and half. Okay, guys, this is hard for me to let you go. And I know I respect your decision, but I can't hold you back because you want to be exposed to the real world, and there's no better experience than you seeing what's out there. So that was a little rough for me, but it's been almost like 2 years for my son that he's been on his own, and I think he's doing pretty good. And for my daughter, it's really only been about maybe I want to say 3 months. And like everything at the beginning, she's starting to see it's not as easy as we think it is, where you try to be independent and then try to go to school and try to hold a job. Now she's applying for college. She's seeing how it's all that paperwork that usually mom was taking care of. So don't get me wrong. I'm not saying like they left and I'm not, helping them out, or I'm not communicating with them. Definitely when they call me and they ask me for advice, kind of depends on the situation. I would tell them, all right, well, you gotta do it this way, and this way, and don't forget to follow up with this, get this done, or, make sure you do your taxes, or make sure you file for financial aid for college. But also if they was to call me like, oh, mom, it's really hard down here. I'm struggling, I'm stressing. As a mom, it's hard to hear that. But for me personally, myself, I want to motivate them and push them and say, okay, it's going to get hard and you're going to struggle. But these are just little, these are like the little struggles in your life that you're being tested to see if you're going to pass. Don't give up. Just give your best. Try your hardest and you'll get through it. And sometimes I wonder how there's moms that their kids do move out and then they're back at home. And they move out and they're back at home. Like, I don't know if that transition is good or not. It hasn't happened to me. I don't know what I would do in that situation, but I'm trying my best to motivate them because they wanted to be independent and I don't want to cut that dream. I don't want to cut their wings. So I always try to tell them, you can do this. You can do it. Don't give up. You're a strong person. Remember what we've always told you. And then they're like, you know what, Mom, you're right. I'm going to try better. Or you know what, I'm going to get that done tomorrow. That makes me feel good. So I thought, why not give out my experience about teenagers? Because like I said, it's a whole different life. They're starting to know themselves. And you as a mom, you're starting to know yourself as well, because you're starting to measure all these different boundaries. When to be a mom, when to say, okay, well, no, son or daughter, come back home. Or say, okay, no, you can do this. Stay on top of it. You're a strong person. You can get it done. So it can go both ways. My train of thought is to always motivate them. Now I have my 16-year-old son. And, it's only 2 years, guys, that I technically have left before he decides to move on. I'm kind of hoping he stays home more time with us. But we'll see what happens. So I just want to say, I learned from trial and error. And there's no perfect way to know if you don't try it. So moms, if the mommy mode's not working for you, I will say try the friend mode. Maybe that'll work for you. It didn't work for me as well. Or if not, do a combination of both. As long as you switch it up and change things and try to make a good relationship between yourself and your teenagers, because now they're not babies anymore, then that's the goal here. The goal is for you to make a tight relationship, knowing that when he or she is ready to move out, they're going to feel comfortable to call you for any reason. So I'm going to share a video here about our transition when we moved from New Jersey to Tennessee, which is a big change, and how it impacted us. Don't forget to subscribe, friends, to my channel. Every Thursday, I come out with great content. And don't forget to hit the like button so I can know that you're liking the content. If you have any questions or suggestions, you're more than welcome to leave any comment here. All right, mommies, have a great day.